Hey, that was cool. I like that.
It was fun. It's a
Yeah,
blast.
that's awesome.
So hopefully we got some people that will come in.
Yeah, hopefully. For some reason. Actually, I wanted to point something out though with that video. You showed the bow of the ship, right? And it was
Yeah.
designed by Captain Minnie.
Yeah.
I know the guy who actually did that drawing,
Oh, that's cool.
Brian Blackmore. He's the one who actually did it. He's one of
Nice.
my friends. My wife's best friend is actually his daughter. So we see him all the time and everything. He's retired now.
Yeah.
But there's a little Mickey and Minnie figurine that hopefully will be sold on the ship instead of one of the stores. I
Yeah.
want to get that because he designed that too.
Oh, that's really cool.
I was like, man, that's awesome. It's like,
That is
I
awesome.
totally forgot about that. And I remember you saying something about the key coins. I know I did not say that right.
Yeah, the keel coin. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I think we gotta unmute Kayla here unless she's
Oh, I just
There we go.
I got kids that keep coming in and out, so I just don't want to be too much of a distraction over here.
Oh, that's all good.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, that was a pretty awesome video. Great music to go along with it. Really enjoyed that. Got me excited.
Well, and that's always the thing too, like finding the right music, right? Like I created an intro for my channel. I mean, hence the reason why my shirt. I'm gonna cover my face here.
Okay.
Right. So I just took like the maple leaf, the castle, the ears on it, whatever, and then just put on it Jordan's Disney Adventures, and on the bottom of it put the DCL crew symbol. So a good friend of mine printed off the shirt, and I'm like, yes.
So when was everybody's first cruise?
Jordan, you want to go first?
Well, I've done 16, but my first one was back in 2013 when I was on the 2012 on the Fantasy.
Okay.
Wow. I believe mine was 2008, and that was on the Disney Wonder.
Okay, nice.
And that was a long time ago now. I'm not a platinum member by any means. Actually, I think this cruise will make me a gold member. The reason why I stopped is because at the time I was with somebody that's not her. So that didn't work out anymore. And ever since then we went on our first family cruise. I don't want to say like 2 years ago on the Fantasy, and we loved it because it was in the middle of COVID. So I did my own little YouTube channel, which is completely terrible, probably compared to Jordan's, because he's a professional here. But it was awesome because there's nobody on the ship, and you had to do all the COVID restrictions and everything else.
Yeah, true.
It was pretty neat. And then we're like, oh, cool. We had such a great experience on the Fantasy. And then we decided, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and get on the Wish because it's brand new. So we got on the Wish. I think, when did we do the Wish, honey? She doesn't remember. Okay. Probably October, I think. But no, it was only a 3-day cruise. So it was really, really tight. And then afterwards, we did the Disney Magic. And that was on May 5th of 2023. And that's when we did St. Kitts, St. Lucia, freaking Bonaire, Aruba, Carousel. We did all that fun stuff. And I tell you what, that scuba diving over there at Bonaire, that's really good. And the only thing I got out of it was the smells pad. I did enjoy it, though. It was really cool. And the other thing, too, is actually we still did the ducks. And I noticed that somebody on the group said you can't do the ducks anymore. I was like, man, that's one of the things I was going to start giving away.
Well, yeah, I was planning on buying actually like a box of like 50 or 100 of them off of Amazon, and then bring them with me, and then have like different tags, like hide them around. Because I think the one time I was on was it the Wish or the Fanny, one of the two, found 18 ducks. But again, when I saw families with little kids and that sort of thing, it's like, here, have the give the ducks to the kids, right? So. But I think the one thing that gets it for me all the time with the cruises, especially Disney, and I had to load these in because they're just absolutely fantastic. is this, and you guys will know it right away, but it's right. Or you got, the so whenever I do my live stream, I'll play those as well too, right? Just to get, if you got to get people's attention. Or the one that really works is this one here.
That was my first cruise, was a Star Wars Day at Sea.
Nice.
No, not the first one. It was the Fantasy. That was in February, honey. Yeah.
My first cruise was on the Wonder in 2014.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I think this will be cruise number 13 when we go on the Treasure. So very excited for that. We are doing a Mediterranean over the summer, well, in June. So taking advantage of that cast member rate.
Definitely. Transatlantic is really nice.
Yeah. I think one of the things I'm looking forward to on this one is like the Haunted Mansion bar.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm really looking forward to that. Like just to see what that's all about, that experience, whatever. I actually made something where I posted on my YouTube channel, and it scares the crap out of people every time we do it because something that you least expect. So I don't think I have it loaded in on my StreamYard right now, but I do have it on my phone. And no, I play this, and it's just something that just you'll see in a second here, but where is it here?
One of the things that roped me in was the elevator music, the hallway music.
Oh, yeah.
You hear those little tunes, and
Yeah, those are really nice. It's a nice touch to feel, okay, you're welcomed when you're on the ship. That's one thing I really loved about it. And then a little tidbit I found out too, afterwards, of course, that when you look down on the carpet, the point of the stars towards the front of the ship. So you knew where
right.
were going. I didn't know that. I'm like, what?
Did not know that. All right, I'll pay attention to it next time.
And then it took us like 3 hours to figure out how to turn the lights on and off in our cabin because we didn't know you had to put the key of the world card in and then you could turn it on. But I think that's different on the Wish, on the Wish and the Treasure. I think that's different than the Fantasy.
Well, because what they do now, even on the Wish, is that they put those little white key cards already inside, so you don't have to put your key of the world card in, and then when you get in there, you can just flip on the light switch, and and everything works. So those are master ones that they put them in every stateroom, so you don't have to worry about, oh, gotta take my card out and put it back in type thing, like so.
Yeah, it makes sense. Instead of a person like me, I don't know, 3 hours, I can't turn the light on.
Oh boy, do I still have that on here, or do I?
Probably the learning curve on your first cruise.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then we had a problem with the safe actually on the Wish. It wouldn't lock, so I had to reset it every single time. But that's the reason why I got the insurance, because then they paid me back for that little inconvenience. But also they damaged my luggage as well. They really cracked it bad. But since we got the insurance, they paid it. It took a little while, of course, but they paid it and everything else. Took a lot of pictures, reported it right away, and the insurance took care of everything. It's nice. Now I got a new suitcase. So
it's actually funny you mention that because my son's suit, we're on the Fantasy, his got damaged, where they end up having like a big gaping hole right in the front of the suitcase.
Ooh, yeah, and they dropped it.
By how they were handling it, right? So
yeah.
But
that's interesting. You had the same type of experience with that on the same ship.
Yeah, and my son, we also got sick on the Fantasy as well too. So again, we always get the same stateroom, but anytime the ship would do its turn when we were in one of the ports, whatever, we would get the diesel odor coming right into our stateroom. But I'm like, how are we getting it this bad? The seal around the patio, the balcony door, was broken in 8 spots.
Oh.
So it was just kept on constantly coming in all the time, and then you were like, ugh.
Yeah, it's toxic fumes.
So now we we actually got really sick from that. We actually got back here to Canada, and we actually had to get medical attention. We were back here. We were on inhalers for 3.5 months.
Ooh,
So
that's pretty bad. So, Kayla, what's your favorite ship then?
I'd have to say, I like the Magic. I like the smaller ships. Really enjoyed. I like O'Gills. You know, the smaller ships. Less people, feels less crowded. There's always room in the pool. There's always chairs by the pool. So I like the Wonder. Or I'm sorry, not the Wonder. The Magic. I'll stick with one of the originals.
Yeah, well, it's a sister ship. It's good. The only thing I noticed though about the smaller ones is that it didn't have a lot of drink stations, because we got on the Magic right after it got done doing the dry dock, and it went into San Juan, Puerto Rico. Then it came out,
Mhm.
and we thought for sure it would have been the 25th anniversary cruise because that was the one that started it all. It wasn't. It was kind of sad, actually.
No.
But yeah, it's a beautiful ship. I love how it has the best itineraries, is what I've noticed. It always gets to do a lot of cool stuff. The Wonder, I noticed though, is always out there in California or doing the northern ones.
Yeah, doing the Alaska, and then and then it was down doing Australia as well too last year, right?
Yeah, you're right. It did. It did like Sydney or something like that.
Yeah.
Is it because of the Panama Canal? I think it's like one of the only ones that can fit through there. So it usually hangs out on the West Coast.
Yeah, that's really nice. How about you, Jordan?
Nice. I've been on the Fantasy quite a bit. I've been on the Dream. I haven't been on the Magic or the Wonder yet. I'm being honest. But yeah, I mean, I was contemplating about doing the Fantasy for the inaugural for the Lighthouse Point. I didn't pull the trigger though, because my son only gets so much vacation time per year. I get 35 days off. He gets 10. So I didn't want to, brutalize him too much. Say, hey, take time off and don't get paid for it. So I wanted to be somewhat respectful, but I absolutely love the design of the Wish. Like the attention to detail that they put into it when you get on board. Like even when you walk, it seems like walk right into the Grand Hall. It's like, oh my God, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, right? It's beautiful.
So that's one of the things I found so far that I really enjoy. But otherwise, it's a fantasy. I mean, again, like these, some of the older ships, like they're getting ready where they need a little bit of TLC. Right? They gotta, bring things up to current, especially even like the Dream and the Fantasy, like respectively, they're coming on 13 and 12 years old, like 12 and 13 years old.
It's hard to believe it's been that long now.
Yeah. So maybe time to start doing some stuff to it to bring it up a little bit. But I love Animator's Palette. That's something that's got to be one of my favorite restaurants to go to. On the Fantasy. I don't mind going to Enchanted Garden, but it's not one of my top choices. I like the architecture, like the design on the inside, how when you're eating, the flower petals in the ceiling start to open up. That's really cool how they have that set up. But no, I like 1923 Marvels. I got picked on by Spider-Man. We were in Marvels back in April of last year. Came up behind me and just started in the whole tapping on both of my shoulders type thing, whatever, and going back and forth. And I'm ready. Whoever this is doing this, I'm just gonna give me like a pop type thing. But no, we got
didn't have that experience. Mostly, it was just me trying to wrangle the little 4-year-old at the time. And when we go on this cruise, actually, she'll be turning 6. So
nice.
Yeah, handful. Definitely handful. She found my old Stitch doll I had from 2003 when the movie first came out. It's one of those Aloha Stitches, and now she can't let it go. She loves it. Like, and I think it's teaching her bad habits.
And I'm just putting another thing in there in the Facebook chat, in the Facebook group right now.
Let's see.
Now on.
Let's see. There you go.
Related to the
refresh.
That's not what I wanted.
So Jordan, how long have you had your YouTube channel?
Not even 2 years.
Oh wow.
Is when I really started doing more with it. So I mean, again, I like to tinker around, play with stuff. And again, when I go down to Florida, I do like a video stuff and whatever. But I mean, I don't know if you guys will be able to. I should be able to show it. I mean, like I created this for my channel. This is actually what I typically use as my intro.
That's impressive.
So the hardest part of the whole thing was making my logo come together, like the whole Transformers type thing, whatever. That was the hardest part about the whole thing. But again, it's a lot of fun. But typically, I just put things together and show stuff as it comes up and whatever. Like I'll do some live streams every so often. Like I'm actually putting some stuff together to do stuff on the Destiny. As it's going to start setting. So they'll make the announcement at D23 in August of this year in regards to where it's going to be sailing to, right? So, and then as well, like where it's and what port it's going to be going out of, right? So, and then, in the month of September, you're going to be able to book it. So sure. Probably, right? So, I mean, they're coming a long way. Like they had the bow actually arrived at the shipyard just a few days ago. Floating engine room is there as well too. And those floating engine rooms are just massive, unbelievably massive. I actually snagged I have a very close friend that works at the shipyard in Germany for Disney that sends me stuff. So
nice.
But even like, my green screen's probably causing havoc.
Yeah, I can kind of see it. Yeah.
So like, but yeah, I mean, it's like the floating engine, like it arrives and it's like fantastic, right? So I love and up here in Canada, we actually don't get to see, like the making of the Wish on Disney Plus. We couldn't get that up here in Canada on Disney Plus. Only available in the US.
I heard of a program that you can get that's called a Hide My VIP or VIPN, and then you can actually string it from, say that you're in a different country, you can string it all the way across. I don't know too much about that technical stuff, but yeah, I think there's a way that you can do that and be able to see it.
That would be a lot of fun.
But I do remember this though. When we were on the Wish, they actually had these behind the scenes tours that you can go through, and they'll walk you through, like say the engine room and everything else. And I really, really wanted to do that, but the kids have to be, I think, at least 4 or 5 years old in order to actually be in the kids clubs, and they have to be registered on the day when you get on the ship embarkation day. And it's just, if you don't do it then, you can't really get them in.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I really wanted to see that tour, but hopefully we'll be able to do it on this one. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like nobody.
We take advantage of the kids club quite a bit. But our kids would rather be in there than anywhere else on the ship. I think the age is 3 for being able to go in there.
Yeah.
I think they're changing it though for the Oceaneer Lab or the lab.
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah, they were making changes to ages. That's right.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it because I can't remember what the age is now. Um, but yeah, that was a recent change. And then the nursery. Always got to book some times for the nursery. I'll definitely be taking advantage of that once the time opens or you're able to book those time slots. But yeah, it's the
I think
best way to vacation with kids because you get a little break in between, the chaos here and there. But yeah, you can actually relax.
yeah, definitely need it.
Sorry, Joshua. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, but you're right though. You definitely need that relaxation time frame. And I do love that the characters come in and visit with the kids in the kids clubs. That's really cool that they do that for them.
Yeah. I like my alone time. My son will go to on the Wish. He would 2 hours a day. He would go and work out at the gym. So I'm like, sweet. I got some downtime. But again, I mean, he's at that age where, like, even still, like, I asked him the question, not actually last year. I said, Patrick, I'm like, how much longer can I get you to go with me on, like, down to Disney?
Mm-hmm.
And on the cruises, he said, Dad, I keep going until I'm 6 feet underground. I'm like, yes.
That's a good thing. You have that nice tradition.
Yeah. And it's something that we look forward to. Like, even up here, like, it's the whole process. Well, actually, when I was actually flew down in November of 2022, we do our check-in part at the airport. And when you do your check-in, then you kind of walk towards, like, the glass walls, whatever. And then you start heading towards the, what do you call it? Oh, I call it the gangway, like the cruise ships, whatever. But when you go to get on the aircraft, we're looking at it, and I fly WestJet out of Toronto, and it says Walt Disney World on the aircraft, and it's all decked out and frozen, all frozen characters and everything. It was fantastic. It's like, yeah, but the inside's not decked out that way, right? Outside, it's just a normal aircraft on the inside, but the outside of it's all decked out. But it was a lot. I look forward to it just to get away, but but again, I don't drive to the airport. I get like a driving service to pick us up because I don't like leaving my car at the park and fly, I guess you could call it.
Mm-hmm.
I did it 1 year, and I always took a picture of my odometer. Came back after the trip, and there was 102 kilometers that were added onto my car from when I dropped it off. So they were driving around in my car. Again, no, not going to happen. I'll pay for the driving service now to come pick me up in the morning, and then I'll have to worry about battling traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And sit back, relax, and just enjoy the 45-minute drive to the airport. But no, the countdown's on though.
What deck is everybody on?
No,
I don't know if you guys mentioned it.
Oh, we didn't mention it. I don't remember. I gotta look that up.
Deck 6 is where we're at. What about you, Jordan?
Deck 10, right at the aft. I got that. So what they would classify, because it is that extended veranda, it's now been classified now as the bougie balcony. Right. Like, so when I was on it back in April of last year, my friends out of the live streamers in Florida, they came onto my balcony and they're like, yeah, this is the way to live it up, and this is what you call a bougie balcony.
Lucky. I'll have to snag that sometime.
Yeah. I'm in deck 9. I'm 9052. I had to look it up on my app thing. It's like that. But yeah, I accidentally made the mistake of spoiling the family with a veranda the first time, and now we can't do anything but a veranda. So
I can't believe there's that one person. There was that one, like one of the members where they had posted where they want an inside room.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw that today. It's like maybe because they want to be closer to their family on the ship, I guess.
Could be,
But I heard the inside rooms now, they actually have the cameras on the outside of the ship, so you can still see kind of like the ocean and stuff like that. And they have the Disney characters go across the screens and stuff.
yeah. I heard that as well too, which is fantastic for them to see, especially again if you don't have that nice view. But again, you can always go to your TV and get the bridge view as well too to
Mhm.
see. Hey, we're going into nowhere. There's no
Yeah,
land in sight.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta turn on the light. It's getting dark over here.
Well, I have crying kiddos over here. If you're okay with me dropping out right now, are you guys?
Oh yeah, you're good.
Is that all right? All right. Gotta get
That's why you
some
give the
bed.
kiddos some whiskey or tequila or something like that. That'll put them to sleep, and you're good to go.
Yeah, you're good.
If only. Don't they do that in like Europe?
Mhm.
Oh,
it's too
here's
bad.
the little one.
Oh yeah, he is like, here, do you want to come up here? Oh, you gotta look at a popsicle. So oh, it'll be
Oh,
his.
now he's happy. There we go. Hey, bud.
Hi.
Can you wave hi?
Hello.
It'll be his
Hello.
first cruise. Oh, and then this is
What's
not.
up?
Yep. So full household over here. But yeah, thank you for letting me join, and look forward to the next one. Hopefully we can get a lot of questions. I'll have to like read up on all the kids club rules or
Yeah, there's a lot of
age
rules.
limits and things like that, and on top of other things. But that's just one thing that I know has recently changed. But anyway, it was nice meeting you both.
You as
too,
well.
Kayla. Good
Talking
seeing
to you
you.
guys. All right, take care.
You two have fun with the kiddos.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
time's
bye.
always a challenge, but you take care. Bye.
You too. Bye.
That was good to see her.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, we were able to snag her for half an hour, so that was pretty good.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm seeing some, like even with the post that I just did back in the group again,
Mhm.
it gave a thumbs up, and and 4 people have viewed it.
Well, I'm sure the questions will come along later then, like Kayla was saying.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I have actually someone that actually lives not too far away from me who's finishing off with, I think is it Girl Guides? She's one of like the team leads type thing, whatever, how to organize the events and stuff like that. She actually did a thumbs up on the post. I just put on there 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, she was saying something about the tweens and the teens.
No, that was another person that had put that in there. Yeah, and I'm like,
That's awesome. She's doing that. I love that.
Yeah, no, I think that's fantastic about doing that. So, and then obviously with Paige taking care of the fish extenders, I think that's fantastic as well.
Yeah, because I had no clue exactly how they get all the Excel sheet and doing all that other stuff, but I'm glad she jumped up to the plate on that one.
Yeah,
that's really helpful.
That's a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
And I don't envy anyone that does that. I mean, it's a lot for sure, especially now you have to say, okay, this again, there's those fillable forms that are easy enough to fill as a Google Doc, and then it's easy enough where it can punch in the information where it has to go. But no, it's a lot to undertake that and do it, right? So I don't know. That's a lot. I've joined in on them before in the past, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, we're on it, but I like how you like. Okay, you only do the certain ones in that group. I'm like, okay, it makes it a little bit easier that way.
Yeah,
with the fish extenders, because like this time I want to do the little Indiana Jones duck, so we can give them out, but you can't hide them. So I was like,
yeah,
there might be a way around it, because last time we were on the Disney Magic and we gave out the pirate medallion from Pirates of the Caribbean that people could wear around their neck.
yeah.
We're trying to figure out different things, and Etsy has a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, they do have a lot of stuff. I did notice that. Yeah.
I was like, oh, all right.
I'm trying to see here because I created the stream. It still should show up on my YouTube channel, but it should show up as being.
Mm-hmm.
private because that's how I made it. That way it's just private for us. Shows live viewers 1. Like, do I switch it to public? Maybe? I don't know.
That might be it. It's worth a shot. It should be recording too right now.
Yeah, it's been live for 31 minutes and 43 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Because I posted the link inside, but the one thing I'm noticing too, even when I have it up on YouTube, it's not showing the chat.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So do I make it public and see what happens? Well, let me change it while we're actually live.
Yeah.
That is the question of the day. Let me use a lifeline and phone a friend.
Go for it.
Actually, I'm just going to freaking FaceTime him.
Do it.
Oh.
It's worth it.
I'll just tell him, hey. YouTube. See if I can get his attention. And he'll just pop into the stream.
All right, that works.
I gave him that administrative whatever thing on my channel, so he can come in and through StreamYards.
It works. Yeah, I'm just going to be really excited to be on this ship and actually be able to relax this time because it's a 7-night cruise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer than just quick 3 nights. It's always bam, bam, then you're done. Didn't really have a chance to explore very much.
No.
But you were smart to do the back-to-backs. I didn't know if I could actually handle that or not at the time. But back to the backs, yeah, that's really smart because then you can do everything and you get some time to do it.
Yeah, so that could be what's happening. A friend of mine said she can't get in because it's set to private. So, publish. Say now try.
All right.
Let me do refresh. Yeah, now the chat's going to show up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now there's 4 watching.
Oh, okay, good. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Oopsies, I made a mistake, so you can shoot me. Oh, there's Hills. Now we're down to 3 watching. Uh-oh. So let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do. Copy. Now let's see what happens.
All right.
Hopefully magic works. Now we're to 5. There we go. Now we're getting up there.
Now people are able to see us.
Yeah. And that's my bad. I made an oopsies.
Everything's a learning experience. Like I said, I've never done this before either. So, oh yeah, I see it now. It's on there.
So now let's see what happens if someone types a message. Hey, Hills, do you want to type another message in for me, please? And thank you.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. That's good. Perfect. Comments. Let's do this. Let's do that. Well, hey, Walt, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Bam. Bam. So none of the stuff is actually going to come up here in StreamYard. Fantastic.
Yeah, because I don't see any messages either.
So I have YouTube up as well too on another screen, and I can see it happening there. So,
all right, cool.
So at least I can see them. So like if you have YouTube up and running in the background, you can hit refresh and it will show the messages.
Let's see if I can get YouTube going.
Oh, there's Triton. How you doing, buddy? Do. 8. Okay, now we're getting up there now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send my buddy a message.
All right.
Can you change in a
Good. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now I see the messages. Hello, everyone.
We're up to 9. There we go. Can you change in StreamYard? Hey, Kathleen, how are you? Pizza Sweats. Gator, what's up, buddy?
I like that name.
Oh, there's a long one behind that one. It's exciting. Hey, Kathleen, do you have any questions at all about the Treasure Cruise at all in February? I don't know if Hills has a question at all. I know she's watching.
Yeah, any questions for first timers? Hey, that's what we're here for.
So you do have questions there, Hills? And let's do this. Let's do.
Well, that is a hard question right there for what we're looking forward to the most. It's definitely one of the shows for me. Seeing that it's Moana, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to. Oh. The sea trials, they'll probably start. I think typically they're about 2 months in advance, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the
So
ship
they'll
was
probably
already
start
on
in what, September, end of September, beginning of October, probably, since the inaugural cruise is the 21st of December.
Yeah, that sounds about right. About the 21st, that time frame.
Yeah. Hales, I already have my Moana eyes packed.
Which means your ears. I like that.
Pain in the arse.
Those would be cool.
Yeah. Let me guess, JD, looking most forward to. That's true, Triton. I will be buying more pins, that's for sure. Ain't a question of a doubt on that one. So let's just do this. Let's do a little bit of.
I'm sure they're going to have some specialty merchandise for the ship.
Oh, I would agree for sure. Well, they better.
Oh, yeah. And those lines start early, too. So if you want to get anything, you might make sure you're there ready to go early.
Let's try that. Saving my post. Here we go.
Hey, Hills, I've been on, I want to say 4 Disney cruises. My first one that I was on was back in 2008.
Oh, boy. So I got to tell you, so Clean Look Cleaning Services, his name is Chomps. He's actually in Florida right now with his amazing wife, Simone, and their rockin' dog, Gertie, causing all kinds of shenanigans all over Disney right now.
Oh, really? I got to keep an eye out for him then.
Yeah, you will. Kathleen Stefani, I'm looking forward to Moana show. She's one of my favorite princesses. Yeah, you do buy all the Moana pins there, Kathleen. I'm always watching.
I don't know if Moana actually would be on the ship. Last time I was on the Wish, she was there at a special thing. So it might be a special princess meet and greet that you might be able to look into. But make sure you sign up for those things at midnight the night before it's supposed to come out.
Exactly. Oh, there's my buddy. It's messaging me. Hills, GDA. How many cruises have you been on? One too many. And I'm going to say it's going to be the Wish, even though we've had issues on that one. I changed it in.
Yeah, bug.
Let's see here. Pizza sweats might cause trouble, but at least that guy Triton always. You're not innocent, Triton. We weren't born yesterday. And a StreamYard. There we go. Whoopsies. Throwing stuff around.
Very good.
Oh, there's trying to live long and prosper.
Having fun there with that. Wow. Hills, you've been on a lot. That's awesome. Nice. I like that, Kathleen. That's really cool. You're able to see them all.
Yeah. So I actually had the pleasure of actually meeting Kathleen on the Wish back in April of last year. She was one of the how do I want to position this? I think I had to pay her to come on the cruise. That was just to put up with me.
Well, it means that you guys had a lot more fun, so that's good.
Yeah, we did, even though the ship broke down, we still had an absolute blast.
That's good. As long as you can have fun with it, even with the issues, there's always going to be fun. Like when I was on the Magic recently in what month was that? In May, half the air conditioners didn't work. So half of the people on the ship were just sweating like crazy because they revamped them all. But it's definitely everyone made up as much as they could and had as much of a good time as they could. So
yeah. Actually, my friends, like the Florida Park Explorers, they were on the Magic last year as well too for their daughter's birthday, and they had some concerns that didn't quite get addressed accordingly, so it was unfortunate. And then they went on the Wish. So they went on the Wish with us in April. Then they went on the Magic for their daughter's birthday, and they went on the Wish again in August.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Let's see here, Hills, JDA. Josh, tell us.
Yeah, the difference between the two ships. I don't think there's going to be too much of a difference except for the atrium and the monarch of the ship.
Now, hold on, but they call it the Grand Hall now. It's no longer called the atrium. When the Wish came about, then they called it the Grand Hall. But again, in some of the restaurants, but the layout. Kathleen's comment.
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's a phenomenal person to be around. So, her and her husband Michael. Michael's always watching as well. He's always keeping tabs on all of us.
Oh, that's good. The Hills Grand Hall. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see that. Hi, Christine.
Christine Hickman, how are you? So I guess realistically, I probably should do the intro over again, shouldn't I?
Probably a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, so... Yeah, let's do that.
Kathleen can see this too.
Whoopsies! So we're going to play this for a second, everyone. So please stand by and enjoy. There we go. Hi, Dave. I see you.
No, go ahead.
So, Josh, as you can see in the background there, that's my fabulous brother in crime, the Florida Park Explorers. His name is Dave. He's the one that lives behind Magic Kingdom.
Oh, cool.
Dave, you can come in if you want. Since you're coming on the cruise anyways.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey, there he is.
I'm trying to fix your problem.
I got 99 problem.
So, just so that I get caught up to speed, because I got your SOS. So, correct me if I'm wrong. You're live right now?
Yeah.
On a private stream.
That I had to change from private because it wasn't showing. No one could get in.
So, did you change it to public?
I did. I had to.
So why aren't your comments showing up?
That's why I called you to fix it.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Now Dave has done his.
I just needed more information.
It was good to see you.
For the record, Jordan, I don't know that you can fix this while you're live.
I figured you would know.
So you're live on YouTube, and you can actually see the comments on YouTube, but you can't see them in StreamYard.
I can see them now live on YouTube. Yeah.
You're probably better off doing that than having me screw with you while you're live, because it would be way funnier for me than it will be for you. But just saying. I'm pretty sure StreamYard's not going to let me do this, but we don't know unless I go play around. So I'll be back.
All right.
See, he's that guy.
The guy that knows what's going on. That's awesome.
Yeah, sorry, Wheeler, I didn't do that. Oopsies. I showed up. That's all that matters. That's true. It does, Hills. Dave was supposed to hang with me, but left me for GD. Oh, Chomps, he will survive, my friend. Oh, boy. You've gotten to see Dave a couple of times already.
Mm.
So I know there's a couple of people that are, in here. I know we got Hills and we got Kathleen here. And Chomps as well too. Chomps is coming on the cruise with his wife as well too. So,
oh, cool.
So and then so his real name is Michael. So I should start off with that. But he's got the nickname Chomps, and his wife has the name Sunshine. Oh, there's Dave.
So I can edit it, but did Josh just go black? Can you see Josh?
Yeah, I can see him.
Okay, that's good. So I'll just say this to you, because you're already live, it'll let me change it to public, but it won't let me save it. So I can't save changes because StreamYard says you are bad.
Thank you.
So you've been voted off the island. So if I were you, I would just read your comments through YouTube. You're not going to be able to put them on screen. The next go around, I'll help you set that one up, and we'll go a little bit. We lost Josh.
Hopefully he's got the link to come back anyway.
I think he got voted off the island. So
it wasn't me.
I didn't do it. But yeah, I can't see your comments at all. So as soon as Josh comes back, I will cannonball out of here, because my food just arrived too. So I had no idea. It's been a really weird day.
I'd say, yeah. Let's hear it. Josh just sent me a message. And the cord popped out of his computer.
See, it's things like that. We understand. Believe me, I understand live streaming issues. Considering we've had 2 live streams today, they were both weird. So,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and then Wheeler said I should have put it in as being unlisted.
Like I said, next time I'll help you set it up so that this way StreamYard works the way it's supposed to. Because, yeah, we're not working right now, but that's okay. That's why we do this. But,
yeah, there's always ways around it, right? So
you went live at what, 7:30?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys have been live for an hour. Who knew? That's why I couldn't figure out why you didn't answer my text message, but now I know why.
Sorry, not sorry?
No, I wouldn't be sorry.
Okay.
Mine was about Beats headphones. It had nothing to do with the Disney Treasure.
Oh, so I'll have to take a look at that after.
Yeah. I was just asking you whether or not you still had the Mickey Beats headphones.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So you're going to want to talk to me.
Okay.
I would. But anyway, so what are we talking about while we're waiting on Josh?
Well, we are posting in the Facebook group chat for people to pop in and ask any questions they may have for this phenomenal cruise, as there's going to be, well, the Facebook group.
Have you told them about my hiding ducks on the Disney cruise idea?
No, I have not.
You know what? Now's a really good time for us to talk about this while we're waiting on Josh, because let's see how much excitement, because I can't read the chat, so I have no idea what's going on.
I can read it.
So
too.
Obviously they know that FPE is going to be on the boat at the same time, right?
Yes.
All right. So folks, FPE, that's those people right there. They're crazy. They're nuts. We love them. They're our community. We're all going to be on the boat. We brought 25 people on the boat with us. We're all going to be wearing duck shirts, and we're going to hide on the boat, and we want you guys to come find us. It's going to be hide and duck seek. We're going to play a little game because Disney isn't allowing ducks to be hidden on the boat anymore. So we're going to hide people. We're going to give clues, but if you can't find big people in yellow shirts that have ducks on it, you're probably not finding little ones either. But
that's right.
So we're going to have some fun. We're going to duck it up, and we're going to have a I forgot you have a duck. Don't make me start loading stuff. I have my computer ready. I could just start loading. I'm in the back end. I'm like, ooh, that's right. I can play with things. So
yeah. Chomps wants a bunk with me. What are you gonna do about Sim then?
You know, I have lots to say about that because aren't you supposed to be in Epcot because you blew me off anyway, Chomps? Like just saying, like you're in Epcot, like you're in his chat. You blew me off. You're in Epcot. We were gonna have dinner, like beignet Sunday. Ring a bell, like.
Yeah, because you're actually telling me about that this afternoon when you and I were.
I sat there and said I was having a beignet Sunday. I couldn't wait for it. Bella was all stoked. Like I thought this was a whole thing. Like we were going to leave Hollywood Studios, do a little something, come on over. Like, guess that's tomorrow. So, but for the folks that are in Jordan's Facebook group, he's amazing. He is very well versed in what he's doing when it comes to Disney Cruise. There is nobody better. I trust him completely and implicitly when it comes. He's helped us plan our vacation, and I'm a travel agent, and I still had him help me. Why? Because he knows every aspect and facet. But we started to come up with some ideas, which we won't share with you guys. But the ducks is something that I was like, let's do that with your Facebook group. It would be really funny to do because if we're all wearing duck shirts, who's going to find us? So it will be a good time. I think Josh said he had enough of you. I'm just saying, like,
no, he's waiting for his system to power back up again. He said it takes a moment. Laugh out loud. That's
the excuse I would give. I would also tell you my network crashed. Wait, let me try that one next. But we're going to have a lot of fun on the boat. And, for those of you who've never been on a Disney cruise, listen to what he has to say. Ask any question. There is nothing stupid. A year ago today, we got off of the Wish, which was my first cruise. And I've been on 5 since then, and I have 6 more booked. So kind of addicted to cruising. It's his fault. Going on the Treasure because of him, because it's his fault. He pretty much sandbagged me because it's my wife's 50th birthday. But when you want to know the details of the Treasure, when you want to know what to do, how to do it, if it's your first time going on a Disney cruise or on a cruise in general, ask away. There is no stupid question. Last year, he'll tell you from January until the time we got on the boat, I asked the dumbest questions on earth. I was petrified to get on the boat because I'm absolutely terrified of heights. And yet I absolutely love cruising. So there's no question that is too small or too stupid. Make sure that you ask Jordan anything and everything and really question his ability to answer it when it comes to Disney Cruise Line because he deserves it.
I don't know nothing.
Well, most of the time I'd agree with you, except when it comes to Disney Cruise Line. So,
oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Should we juggle while we're waiting for Josh, or do you have more planned?
Well, we wanted to leave it as an open forum for people to ask questions, right? Especially when it comes even to, getting on the ship. Or, well, there was kind of the debacle where it was set as a private, so not a whole lot of people. So I changed in the Facebook group, say, hey, come on back in.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
What you should do is we probably will have to do another one of these because oops.
Oh, yeah.
And what did you learn? Always contact me first when you're doing weird things that have nothing to do with live.
Walk the plank coming up. There might be, could be. I don't know. Maybe.
Who's walking the plank? You are? I'd pay money to see that. Well, I'd pay money to watch you do it. I'm just saying. Although technically we all walk the plank when we go ashore, so
that's right, we do.
I guess that's really not much, but I'm talking about although with the amount of people going overboard, maybe we don't want to see you do that.
No, that's not. Yeah, no. Will there be a dance contest on board? And will you be?
Jordan will be in it. I can guarantee you we can get Jordan out there. Enough cocktails in him. You get him enough sunken treasures, and Jordan will do. He'll be out there shaking it and boogaloo. So Josh has rejoined us. We're going to give him a second to set up because I can see him and he's all head at the moment.
Yeah,
so we're gonna
No,
you're good. There you go. So with that, I'm going to turn you back over to your regular programming as my dinner showed up about 10 minutes ago, and I will monitor you from YouTube.
Wow, what's for dinner?
I'm not telling. It's a surprise. No, we so you know.
You know my address, so please send to.
It's been a long day of live streaming, and it's only 8:30, so I still have 6 hours or 7 hours left in my day, so I got to go pack boxes.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
have fun. Enjoy your dinner.
I will enjoy the rest of the show. Everybody at Facebook, hello, and ultimately,
he's gone.
Just like with me, my cord popped out of my computer and it just died. I'm like, no.
Oh, sorry, Hills. He's already bounced, but he's probably watching on YouTube still, so he may pump in there. So
okay, that works. Yeah, I can't see the YouTube yet on this one. Let me pull up the YouTube. But I had to move into a different room. It's time for the little one to go to bed.
Gotcha. Well, let's see if we can give a bit of a. You can't you got to have that sound, right? So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe I should start playing with stuff then too while we're here. Look at that. Now we can do that. Oh, Josh is gone again. I think he broke something. I don't know where he went. There we go. Gay bells. Well, Josh just appeared again. So there we go. He must be having some fun connection stuff going on there. But so yeah, who had bells? Do you want more bells?
I love that one.
Well, I played the bells, and then Hill says, "Yay, bells!" And then she's like, "Ship horn, please." So then I had to play the ship horn.
Oh, perfect.
So we got to do what we got to do, right? So
of course
we should do. I'm going to keep playing here in the background. Why? Because it's fun. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's do that. And that. I'm going to put the chat over to this screen so I can see everything at the same time here.
Hey, that's good. You can see everything.
Well, we're trying to anyways.
Yeah, my computer is extremely old. So, yeah, only one screen.
Oh, gotcha. That's all good. I have I got my laptop, my MacBook running, and then I have my other computer going on right now, and it is playing everything else. Let's do this. Copy. AAU, get the wheat out of. Oh, Jesus. So this is the kind of fun. So usually when I'm over in with Florida Park Explorer, so he's the one that does the live streaming from the parks and Character Warehouse and Universal and cruise ships and from their house as well too. Whenever. So, hey Vanessa, how are you? But we got to do this as well too. Support. What you're gonna laugh at this one. Merch. Bam. Bam. Let's do this. There we go. Oh, there's Heidi. And there's Josh. There's Josh is back again. He's got like magic going on here. So
yeah, there's a lot.
Are you going back and forth between like YouTube and
trying? Trying to.
Trying. Yeah.
Yeah, hard to do it with the phone.
Yeah, that is hard to do with the phone. Yeah. No, we got Heidi. So Vanessa's going to be Vanessa's on the cruise. Uh-oh. I can't even put that on the screen. Oh, but I can play this though. This is the kind of fun that we have. So watch this here, Josh. So Anonymous, thank you for doing that. And you get one of these.
Oh. That's really cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's cool.
Yeah, lots of stuff like that. So so yeah. So I know Vanessa is going to be on the cruise. So with us. So I know she probably has a boatload of questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely go for it.
Hills will be on there. Kathleen's going to be on there. Chompers, I know you and Simone have some questions probably too. Hills, you like that dancing Mickey, don't you? Yeah, so that there. So I also have like another account with Stream Elements that connects to YouTube and all that stuff as well too. It's a lot of different things to make the magic happen. But and Heidi's gonna be on the cruise as well too with Kevin. So Vanessa, your first one, ask questions. Ask away. We want to make sure we can answer those questions for you. So ask all the questions. Sim and I will be shopping at the bougie store while the boys are at the bar left of JD and Chomps. Mickey Mouse said that, Heidi. At least that's what I heard anyways, that Mickey Mouse said that you were going to be going on the cruise. No, I'm sorry. I should have said it's Jasmine and Aladdin.
They are the matriarchs of the cruise ship, so
yeah,
I like that. Can't wait to see that statue though in the main hall. That'd be nice.
yeah, on the carpet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who do you think is going to win on the back of the ship, Hook or Peter Pan?
You know, on the Wish they had Rapunzel all the way through, so you know it might be Peter Pan because I do like to do the heroes.
Yeah. Yeah, so with Hook and Pan on it, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a good question. What was your main thing you had to pack?
It depends. It would be either medications if you need them. That would be the main thing that make sure you have on you when you go in. But I would say definitely change of clothes and also make sure you have cash on you.
Yeah. See it, Captain Hook. So you know what we have to do now, right? Thank you, Captain Hook. I can't put your comment on the screen because this guy kind of made a mistake with YouTube. So this is what we're going to give for you. I would say, well, you definitely don't want to forget, things like sunscreen and that sort of stuff. Because it's going to get a little roasty toasty. But I would say as well, you want to make sure that you bring yourself a nice mug of some sort because the cups they have on the ship are too small.
Yes.
Like to one of the beverage stations, bring a bigger one. So, but Vanessa, when you're getting on this ship, though, I would say because you won't get your luggage for a few hours after you board. So anything that is important, like if you want like a bathing suit or, that sort of stuff, make sure you have that available and ready to go.
And you
right?
don't have to worry about towels. They have plenty of towels there. I made that mistake on my second cruise. I brought my own towels. Like I did not need these things the entire time.
Yeah,
So yeah, don't overload yourself either. You know, just like the small essentials, don't worry about food and stuff like that. That they'll have it there. But if you're inside that cruise terminal for a little while, it might be a good idea to have some snacks because if you have little ones, they are going to get hungry and there is no food inside that terminal.
that's right. That's very, very true. But now keep in mind though, you can't have any open food items or beverage items when you're coming into the terminal. So they have to be sealed. You can open it once you get through security, but make sure it's all sealed. Vanessa, do you get off on every port? It depends. For me, it depends. If it's a port I've been to already and it's kind of like, I've been there, done that. I don't want to get off, then I don't. But otherwise, again, if it's a group of us that are going and we want to get off and explore some stuff or check it out, then absolutely.
If you have kids, you know, the Disney excursions are good for the kids because they are going to stay together in one main group. And if you leave the ship, they will not leave unless that excursion group is back. But if you go on your own, that ship might leave you. So you need to be careful about that.
Yeah. Triton. So if I was going to put my shirt in my lug, so there's a running joke. Triton doesn't like to wear shirts. Sam, what's up, buddy? So I should tell you too. So Florida Park Explorers, the Sam will be 12 experience. He does he's a sports fan, especially right now with the hockey playoffs. He live streams all that stuff right now, and he got really stoked yesterday when Toronto beat Boston in overtime. So yeah, so he does that. I think he's just a rocking and a rolling. So, but welcome in, Sammy. Let's see here. Unfortunately, no. Sorry, here. So Vanessa, it will be me, a 6-year-old, and my mom. I figure to carry on with the must needs. Yeah, Vanessa, you do that on board on the ship, and I think typically the kids club one opens up around. I think it's like 2 in the afternoon. It's sometime later in the afternoon, like around 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you would go and get them registered, I believe. My son's old. My son's old, so
yeah. My daughter's 5, and that's the main thing that we would do. Once we get into the ship and you get welcomed on board, take them down there to the kids club because it also does depend on what time you get there. Like Jordan was saying, it doesn't open up until the afternoon because they want to get the other group off the ship first. Then you can get on. And that's the reason why you can't get to your luggage right away because they're cleaning the rooms and then putting the luggage out in front of the doors. And then once your luggage is there, then you can go ahead and head on in. But yeah, you can go into the kids club too on that open house time frame. Go in there with the kids, you explore it with them and everything, and then get them registered to get a little magic band. I don't know if they changed that now or not. I'm pretty sure that's still the magic band, and then they can go in and out, and you have your own little passcode. So only you can get them in and out and everything. So it's very, very secure for the kids.
Yeah. And even touch on that, even if there's family members as well, too. Like if you're there with if like the grandparents of the kiddos are there as well, too, if they could be part of that kind of link up with their picture and whatnot. So if they know what the passcode is, well, too, they could always pick them up on your behalf as well, too, right? So, so there's that there. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything as we're seeing the questions pop in here since I can't pop them up on screen. Is it better for early or late?
Dine-in?
Said, is it better for early or late PAT? What do you mean by that, Vanessa? Just so I make sure that Josh and I can answer that accurately for you. I don't want to make an oopsies.
Well, if you have kids for dining, I would say do the earlier because kids would need to go to bed early. If you don't have any kids and you want to have a little bit more of a nice dinner style with less kids, then yeah, do the later dining.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, too, that is up to personal preference. Whatever
Yeah.
you really want to do.
Well, and the good thing too, though, is that during dining as well too, you can arrange it as well too, where the crew members from the Oceaneers Club and whatnot, um, they'll come and pick up the kids as well too. Part where like halfway through dining, that way mom and dad or whomever, the adults can still enjoy their meal, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah, you
true.
can. Yeah. So, Heidi, Jordan, what are the themes for each day night? Oh, Porter. Yeah, I shouldn't. Sorry, Vanessa, should have known that one. Heidi, Jordan, what are the themes for each day and night? It depends on the length of the cruise.
Oh,
But they don't have a theme for every single night, though. I know some cruise lines do have a theme for every night, but Disney doesn't. So if you're doing like the 7 night cruise, typically that's the second night is when they do, meet the captain in the grand hall. That's more of like your formal night type thing where you get dressed to impress. Um, they'll do pirates night.
mhm. Love
So
that
get
one.
dressed up for pirates and that sort of thing. James, how are you, buddy? Fellow Canadian. Um, and then they'll also do on the 7 night, they also do a semi-formal night as well, too.
Mhm.
So it kind of really depends. So my definition of formal night is I'm wearing shorts and a golf shirt and flip flops. Let's see here, Vanessa. Port arrival time. That really depends. So typically, if you're staying at a Disney resort and you're using the DCL transportation service, you will get an earlier, typically, you'll get an earlier boarding time, like a port arrival time. However, um, a lot of times they don't open it up right away and you're kind of waiting. You're waiting for that. Hey, let's get everyone on board. They do the introduction first for the family of the day or the cruise, whatever. They get to get on,
Mhm.
right? So, um, but yeah, you'll be assigned your port arrival time as you do your online check-in process, which we can go through that definitely for sure as we get closer because we'll do more of these as well too, just to inform everybody of everything possible. Um, but yeah, you don't really get to pick your port arrival time, so but
Yeah, it depends on your excursion that you're doing too. If it's with the Disney excursions, when they come available, you'll know, okay, there's a
yeah,
time to go and stuff like that. It will tell you on the Disney app.
that's right. What else was there? I saw some. Want to make sure that we're not. Yeah, I gotta stop using that mouse for my MacBooks and stuff isn't coming. Do. Yeah, Pirate Night is absolute blast.
Yes. A lot of people will dress up too, so don't be shy about putting on a Halloween costume and going out and having fun. You don't have to do it, but it is fun.
Yeah, no, it is a blast. J Squared, can you please talk about what is appropriate clothing for rotational dining? You can wear clothing specific, like if you want to wear ears, or it was 1923. Dave
Hmm.
Dave actually dressed up like a gangster. It was fantastic. He had the fedora, he had the nice suit, like the suit and everything, the pants, and then he was wearing Crocs, which is fantastic.
Yeah, they're
uh,
very lenient, but sometimes, yeah, definitely closed-toed shoes. Sometimes.
yeah. Do. I did early dining, even though my son is a night owl. And that was Vanessa Turner as well too. So, but Vanessa, one thing. So when they do the Pirate Night show, and I'm pretty sure Josh will echo this. But if you're doing Pirate Night, if you're doing the earlier dining, you can get up onto deck 11 to get that right spot to actually watch the show. Whereas if you're coming from late dining, you could be rushed to try and get up there to try and get that good spot to watch it. So
Yeah.
hopefully when the Pirate Night show is done and they do the nice big dance party, and too bad there's someone that's not in here right now. She actually, when we were on the Wish last year, she did a dance off with one of the crew members that was dressed up as a pirate, and she just smoked his arse. He didn't stand a chance. It was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jordan, you always wear shorts no matter what. That's true. I'm not going to deny that one bit. But yeah, when it comes to rotational dining, though, I mean, you can dress up and theme to the restaurant if you want to, right? I mean, you can go that far, ears, outfit, whatever, da 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 da. That's totally up to you. Or you can kick back, relax, wear some shorts, wear a t-shirt or golf shirt, whatever. You're not required to dress up to that themed restaurant.
Mhm.
Whatever you
Yeah,
feel comfortable.
the main thing is for you to relax, enjoy yourselves,
Yeah,
and if
that's
you
why
want to
they have
have fun.
sunken treasures.
Mhm.
That's why they have the sunken treasure drink, which is fantastic. They help you relax.
Yes, I want to try that. That's one of the ones I really want to try.
Oh, it's fantastic. You'll love it. Promise. Vanessa. So this is another one from Vanessa Turner. I heard that you should book your flight out for the afternoon. We are flying in a day early, so we are safe. We weren't sure to book in Orlando and arrange Disney transport or stay in Port Canaveral. So yeah, I mean, it's totally, I would definitely book a flight for the afternoon to get out because you need to make sure you get yourself to the, you get to the airport in enough time to go through security. I went through the lot one time and it took an hour and 15 minutes just to get through security. And I was 4 hours, if not more, early, like before my flight. So, yeah, definitely the afternoon is always the safest for sure. So you've got a couple options when you fly in. Either A, you can stay at one of the Disney resorts. You can also stay at the Hyatt Hotel, which is at the airport. You can use the DCL transportation bus to get down to the port the morning of the cruise. It is so round trip. It's $90. It's $90 per person round trip. So you can do that just to make it convenient and easy. If you are staying at close to the terminal, that's completely up to you as well too. But it's whatever you're more comfortable with. Just make sure you get back to the airport on time. Make sure you get down to the terminal on time, or otherwise the ship will say bye bye.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah, and it has happened. Yes.
Yeah. I personally always stay at a Disney resort myself. I stay at Pop Century, and I always take the TCL transportation. I want to make it easy.
Mhm.
So, let's see here. Do.
And you know
So,
more about that transportation because I live in Florida, so I don't really have to deal with the airport too much. But you are absolutely right, though. Make sure you give yourself a lot of time.
yeah,
Always come the day before, or you can plan to leave the day after you arrive because you don't know if the ship might be late. You never know what might happen.
yeah. And I never fly in the day of the cruise.
Mhm.
You never know what may happen, especially depending on where you're flying from. So I'm flying in from Ontario, Canada. It's a 2.5 to 3 hour flight just to get into Orlando from a major airport where I am. So you never know what delays you might get impacted by, especially if you're coming from somewhere that has that white stuff that falls from the sky. You never know. So always plan ahead that way there.
Mhm.
Hills D, Heidi, I will get JDA to wear pants. I'll pack him a pair. Good luck. Let's see here. And Heidi's right. It would never happen. Hills is staying at Walt Disney World and taking the DCL transportation. To. Heidi said Heather crushed it. Yes, she did. Pants are not happening, Hills. Just saying. So Hill's put in there. So for some of the theme restaurants, so I'll be wearing a Marvel outfit, Coco, and Bougie, depending on which restaurant. Oh boy.
Nice.
It's funny when you see everyone get all jazzed up and how they, dress accordingly to the theme, right?
Mhm.
So let's see here. Heidi Hills, you're too funny. If his mother can't get him to wear pants. That's right. My mom can't get me to wear pants. Vanessa, what actually has costs on the ship outside of stores? So you definitely the shops. If you want to do any sort of specialty dining as well too on board, that
Mhm.
has an extra cost associated to it. You book that when you're eligible to book your what do you call it? Excursions.
Mhm.
So no, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say the drinks as well.
Yeah,
The
drinks.
alcoholic drinks and the coffee.
Well, that's if you get the bougie coffee.
Yes, the good stuff.
Yeah, regular coffee and tea, no problem. So up here in Canada, we call it pop. I know down there in the States it's called soda. But your soda and water from the drink stations that are set up, like on deck 11, for example, there's no charge for that. So that's why. Do I have one close by? Oh, yes, I do. Please stand by. So either A, you could bring something like this. Oh,
Yep. There you go.
thermos, right?
Hmm.
You can bring a nice big water bottle. Or another option would be, I'm gonna see if I can reach it without killing myself. There we go. Or you can bring one of these mugs from the park and then fill it up.
Hmm. And definitely
Right.
make sure you guys drink a lot of water too, because it's going to be it's going to be really hot up there. So
Yeah.
make sure you're drinking that. And they have a nice drink over there too. I forgot what it was called, but it's really, really good though. I can't remember.
You got to know the names, Josh. I'm telling you.
I know. It's almost time for me to go to bed too.
Yeah,
I'll remember it afterwards, probably.
that's right. But yeah, so I mean, oh, and if you want to get, if you do want to get one of the 3 internet packages, well, too, that has an extra cost associated to it.
Mhm.
There are different levels depending on what you want to do, but they clearly identify what they're for. So if you do like day by day type thing, you're going to pay more. But if you get it for the extended time that you're there, then it's at a reduced rate. Keeping in mind, you pay per device that is connected. So if you want to have 2 devices connected, so Vanessa, for you and your mom, if you wanted to have both of you connected, be two devices, and then the time frame. But again, you will get it at a reduced rate. What else is there? Yeah, obviously excursions if you want to do those. Yeah, we did mention about the bougie coffee. That's part of the extra charges.
Photos. You have to pay
Yeah,
for
photo package.
photos.
That's right. Yeah, photos as well. Yeah, so photo package or yeah, if you just want to get photos individually, all they do is just scan your key to the world card when you're on board, and then they snap your picture, and then you go up to shutters on deck 5, and then yeah, then you can see the pictures, and if you want it, you buy it. So Vanessa,
Hmm.
let's see here.
Now, also, you do have to pay a little bit extra for obviously the massage, for
Yeah,
for the spa. And then if the kids want to do a storybook experience, what was it, the Princess Tea Time?
yeah,
That's extra cost as well. It's worth it for the little girls. They love it, and of course, little boys want to do it too. They go for it too. But yeah, it's definitely something that the kids love. All the cool stuff.
yeah. I know there's the Royal Gathering as well too. That's on
Yes,
for
that's what
little
it's
ones
called.
as well too, but that one is free.
Oh yeah, that's right. The one with the meeting the princesses.
That's right.
Yeah. There's a snack thing or something like that. Royal tea.
Yeah. Oh, let's see here. So Vanessa's flying in from Kansas City, Missouri, so we get that snow and trying to. Yeah, definitely coming in a day before is definitely a great idea. That way, at least you're there. You can get out of the nasty weather, especially since in the month of February, you never know what to expect. Heidi's going on Icon for her first cruise in October. She's really excited. That one I know for sure. Let's see here, Vanessa. Let's see here. Do you pre-tip or do pre-photo package? So I always add my gratuities on in advance. That way it's on there. The day before, or when they come to get your room ready, I think it is for like the night before you get off, or even before that, I think a little bit, they will actually put the um, envelopes and then the tip information that you just kind of rip apart, you put inside the envelope, or all you kind of have, you may have to write some stuff on the envelopes for either for. If you want to put additional cash inside there, so this is one of the recommendations, bring some cash with you. If you do want to put additional cash inside those envelopes, you can do that as well too. You can give them, and then you just give them to your host or your hostess, depends on who's doing your room turnover. You can also do hand it to them at one of your meals as well too, like your server, your head server, your server, and your assistant server. That way they get it. So that's one of the other reasons why I'll carry cash that you can add to it. I always get the photo package ahead of time. Reason being is because you pay less. So you will pay more when you are on board for it. So definitely recommend that you do it once once you're able to book your excursions. Boom, book it, buy it. And it actually comes back to another point as well too. If you do book the DCL transportation service, it has to be done no later than 72 hours prior to the cruise. If you don't do it up to that, so if you go past the 72 hours before the cruise, or now you got like say 48 hours left, it's going to be a fight for you to try and get on that service. You may have to find your own way to get to the port and then back to the airport. Are you all doing magic bands? I'm getting one or a couple. So I might get a couple of them. I know my son and I definitely want to get them, and they've got a lot of different options. What about you, Josh? Do you plan on getting any at all?
No, I don't usually do the magic bands, but yeah, we usually do the key, the world card,
Yeah,
and we keep those as souvenirs.
yeah,
Good memories. The also too with the pre-tipping, yeah, I always put that beforehand. We don't do the photo package because we did do that one time when we want to do professional pictures, and there is a professional photographer on board that will do professional family shots and everything else for you. But it is pricey, but they do come out really nice.
Mm-hmm. Gents, can you talk about? So Hill says, Gents, can you talk about food, room service, rotational, palo, bars, etc.? Try saying that a few times fast.
That's a lot.
Yeah. The food's fantastic. So for breakfast, you can go and eat at Marceline Market, which is on deck 11. That's the main buffet dining area. You can book and pay extra for like a palo breakfast or something like that. Extra money. Marceline Market, no extra charge. Palo, extra charge. So just remember that when you start getting those fancier ones, you'll pay more. Lunchtime, you can do Marceline Market. You can do one, or you can even do one of the pubs or one of the other food service places on board. You'll pay extra. And then, but around where the pool deck is, close to where Mickey's barbecue is, which is my favorite, this towards the forward of the ship, there will be places like things like a taco stand where they do tacos and taco bowls and that sort of thing. There's going to be things like burgers and hot dogs. chicken fingers, ice cream.
Oh yeah, that's right. The soft serve ice cream.
You got that
Everyone's
right.
about that one. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is what you do though, is that you go to Mickey's Barbecue, you get your stuff, you eat that, start eating that while you're in line, get some chicken fingers, finish off the chicken fingers now while you're waiting in line to get ice cream.
That's the way to do it right there. It's smart.
Yeah. Room service is free as well too, 24/7. So you can order it up, rock and roll, enjoy it, whatever it might be. You want chicken wings, have chicken wings. You want a pizza, have a pizza. They'll bring it to your room, and if you want to pay, and then you can tip them as well too, and they come and bring it. It's up to you. Yeah, you can also get stuff pre-ordered to even before the cruise. You can get stuff through on Disney Cruise Line's website. When you're logged in under your reservation, you can even add on like credit onto your account, but you can also pre-purchase things that you'd want to have delivered to your room, like gifts or water or wine or beer, that sort of stuff. That way it's already in your stateroom when you get there. Again, extra cost.
Yeah, you can do a theme for your room too, like my first cruise, or Anchors Away, or a birthday, or anything like that. You can have the room decked out and themed out. Now you can keep all those decorations. Don't think those decorations have to stay there. You can take them with you.
Exactly.
And the same thing too with the robes that you pay for with the couples package. You have to ask for it though, but you can get those robes and they're nice and soft. But like Jordan said, yeah, everything's an extra cost when it comes up to that. But the room service food, yeah, that is free. And there's going to be a little slip inside the room if you want to fill it out the day before, and they'll start doing the room service for you and everything for your breakfast. And I believe, I'm not quite sure, they still do the cookies and milk at night for the kids, but I think they still do. I have to look into that.
I'm not sure because my son's at the age that he's at. I mean, technically he's still a kid, but he's an older kid. Yeah. Pizza sweats, the cold brew is life-changing. Amen to that. Vanessa Turner, I was going to see about the pirate costume or Captain Mickey. That is Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. That is correct. And again, extra cost. So that would be something that you could book as your excursion. I think one of the excursions as well too. When you go to the day, when you can actually book different things. So you always want to make sure that you read if it's an excursion. If it's something that's on board, you just have to click on the drop downs, pick the day, and then it will show the stuff. When can you pick your excursions? So Heidi, so it depends on what your DCL cruise status is. Hey Sarah, how are you? Welcome in. So if you're a first-time cruiser with DCL, you're going to be last to book any excursions or any events on board. So they may be gone already by the time it's your opportunity to do it. If you look on your sheet that you would have got from Bibbidi Bobbidi Booked from DCL, it will identify the information down near the bottom in regards to how many days out it is that you can book your excursions and that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, again, that would be different for each person. But yeah, excursions. I've never had an issue trying to book any, even when I was a first-time cruiser with DCL. Things that I wanted to do, I was able to book it no problem. But again, make sure you have fast fingers when it's your time.
Midnight the night before. That's the main thing to do it. But yeah, don't worry if one thing gets booked up, and you really want to do it, somebody might cancel later on, then it'll open up for you. Just to roll with the dice. And even when you get on the ship, you can still go to shore excursions on the ship. And if there is an opening or if there's something they're willing to do for you, they can do that right there for you. So you never know all the way up until you get on the ship, even afterwards. But remember, though, if you do cancel within a certain amount of time of that excursion, you are going to get charged still.
That's right. Yeah. So you definitely be very cautious of that. Vanessa, will they have cabanas or is so on the Disney Wish, Disney Treasure, it's Marceline Market, which is like cabanas. So just a different name, different chips, change it up, add some jazz. Coffee bar is when you first walk in, coffee bar is right there. Fantastic. But that's the bougie coffee. That's the coffee you have to pay extra for. Disney Treasure. Hello there and welcome in. Let's see here. So Triton, this kind of alarms me. I wouldn't be in a bikini, but would probably be in the hot tub. Oh boy.
So
Triton,
stay away from the adult pool. Okay, all right, I got you.
yeah, stay away from the adult pool. Can you request superhero sheets? I saw that somewhere. So
Probably.
yeah, you could probably do it. So whether you booked it by yourself or you booked it through a travel consultant, but even those things though, you can call in. You should be able to book them right through the actual website.
Yeah, call up the website. Yeah, call them up and see what you can do, because sometimes the room decors and the sheets might not all be on the website. You can call them up on the Disney Cruise Line phone number, and they will be able to work everything out for you.
Yeah, let them know what you're looking for, and then they can definitely give you the details, and or they can also help you navigate where to find certain information as well too. So I think maybe what I might do, Josh, the next time is that I'll actually go into my DCL account. I'll log in on here, share my screen, and that way then you can easily see where to navigate and kind of find that stuff.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. So yeah, Sarah, hope you're feeling better. Whiskey definitely helps. I knew the context. Triton, I was just being a pain in the butt. So Triton said, come on, and says, you had to read Hill's comment before that to understand the context. You know me, I'm just being a smart aleck and a pain in the arse. So there you go.
The whole point is to have fun, right?
Yeah. I will say, though, the day that you do, so the day that you get on board the ship, or even before that, you're going to go, so inside the terminal, when you come in, they have it designated whether you're a first-time cruiser, silver golds, bougie status, whatever case it might be. So you're going to go down those particular lines, have your QR code, whether you have it on your phone or whether you have it printed off, they will scan that. Make sure you have your government issued photo ID. Us international, so anyone that's coming in international, Canada or outside the US, you have to have a valid passports. No ifs, ands, or buts. Got to have a passport. So make sure you have one. They will check that. Then after that, you go through security. Everything you have goes inside your bag. They'll tell you cell phones, wallets, whatever. Put it inside your carry-on bag. It goes in the tray, then it goes through the scanner like it does at an airport. Hopefully you don't get pulled aside. If you're good to go, you get your stuff, then up the stairs, the escalator, or elevator. You go up to the terminal, and that's where they've done a lot of work to it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. You can kind of walk around there, take some pictures. And then you can even go out on the balcony as well, too. Then you can look at the ship. Characters are always on there. They're waving back at you, saying, hey, what's up? Yeah, I find it to be a very seamless process, if I'm being honest. And then they'll call boarding groups when it's time. Start off at number 1. I think it goes up to 43 or 44.
I'm never on that late either. So.
Well, I'm always either one, somewhere between 1 and 3. So you get on, and those of us that get on first go right for the good eats. I tell you, it's going to get full fast. You're on board. You have to do your muster drill. You have to go to location. Typically the room's already around 2:30 is the typical, roughly the typical time. Luggage is usually a couple of hours before you get it. Muster drill has to be done, and everyone has to do it before the ship's allowed to depart.
Mhm.
Sail away party on deck 11. Get the party started.
Mhm.
And then after that, it's time to get some good eats for dinner if you're on the 545 dining. They got shows that will start at somewhere between 6 and 6:30, depending on how long it is. And the shows are done twice a night. So once for the in that 6 o'clock or ish marker, and then I think during the 8 o'clock marker, I think as well too, is when they do the next one. So explore the ship and have fun, and it's fabulous. Let's see here. What
A
else?
few things too. Don't worry about bringing your hair dryers and stuff like that. They will not allow those on the ship.
Hmm.
Or kids with like the little bubble guns and stuff like that. They will not allow that. It's just because Disney's policies, but you don't have to worry about that. Those are inside the rooms. For the hair dryers and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that stuff at
Don't forget
all.
about the flat irons. Those are in there
Yes.
too.
Yeah, don't bring
I
those.
don't have that problem.
Yeah. And then of course selfie sticks, you can't have those. Just main thing, just bring swimsuit and medications if you need them, and just relax and enjoy yourself. You're on vacation. It's all about the fun. And of course, too, if you have to drive your car, there is a parking garage there. It is $17 a day, so it does add up. But also, with us traveling with small kids, obviously they don't have an ID. They can have their birth certificate. And for us inside the United States, since it is an American port and ending at an American port, all you need is your driver's license. But you are going to need your birth certificate as well. So, like Jordan said, it's easier just to have your passport. You open it up, boom, there it is. You're done. It's a really, really easy process to do it that way.
Hmm. And actually, Vanessa, it's like, it's here. We have, oh, Hills, tell your mom I say hello and hope she's doing well, and say hi to your dad. Um, so coming back to that comment, so Vanessa put in, we have passport cards.
That works. I'm pretty sure it works.
Yeah, especially if you're a U.S. citizen,
Mhm.
that should work. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because they are the passport cards. Because you can either get the passport cards down there and
Mhm.
or the passport, right? So either
Yes.
one of them would be valid.
Yes. But bring your ID and your birth certificates just in case. You want to
Yeah.
make sure you have that stuff with you just in case. But the passport cards, yes, they should work along with the books. The books are just a little bit extra for us, but the cards will get us into Mexico and Canada. That's the
Okay.
only two countries I believe it gets us into. Mine, I lost mine inside Vancouver when I went up there, so I'm still trying to get another passport. So that was
Yeah.
an interesting experience for me.
Yeah. Vanessa Turner, I booked a veranda mid. Are those
Okay.
safe with littles? Yes.
Yes. Yes, there is a plexiglass in between the rails, so the kids cannot get out on and crawl up. There's also a two-lock system on those doors. So you got the main door to open, and there's also another safety lock up on high where the kids cannot reach them. So yeah,
Yeah.
they're totally safe to have little ones. I have a 5-year-old, and she cannot reach it, and we've been going on the cruises since she was 3. And yeah, it's totally fine. She can be out there on the veranda. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Let's see here, Vanessa. So if you're one that could get seasick,
Ooh.
so down in the States, it's called Dramamine. Up
Yep.
here in Canada, it's called Gravol. Take the non-drowsy kind. I'd recommend if you do get or if you could potentially feel that queasiness, whatever, take, depending on, I would say depends on your body size. Depends on how much you think you may need. But I know my sister-in-law would always get ill beforehand or like the day of. So she would actually take 2 non-drowsy Gravol in the morning with breakfast. And then she would take an additional 2 at just before dinner time to kind of help out. Granny Smith apples, they're on board. They're free from Marceline Market. Take them. A lot of people say that they help. I've seen a lot of people have their bracelets around their wrists. and or they put the patches behind their ears. Those are some other options as well too. So a couple of options that way there. I personally don't take anything. I've been on enough of them that I have a fabulous time. What Gator said, don't miss the ship. You never want to miss getting on board. Let's see here. You can't fly back to the US with a card if anything happens. That's right.
Miss the ship, and you'll be fine.
What's that, sorry?
Yeah, don't miss the ship, and then you'll be okay. But definitely, you can't always plan for everything, so definitely make sure you keep everything on you.
That's right. B Disney, how are you? Welcome in. Let's see here. I don't know what the US passport. So Hills has a Nexus card. Not that I'm going on this one, but what security option do they have for those with a pacemaker that can't go through detectors? Carry medical documentation, and you got to tell them.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know. Carry the medical documentation to go with it. That way, at least it covers your backside, and just let them know. You know. But again, though, you can. There are special notes that can be put on your file ahead of time. That way, that information is there, right? But always, I would say, if you have anything that requires that extra bit of TLC for them to know what's going on, bring the pertinent information. But again, you do have to share that ahead of time as well, too, even before you board, right? So when they go to scan your, check your ID and scan your QR code to validate everyone part of your party that's going on board, that information for each individual should be evident, but I would let them know, and that way you just go about it the right way. Gator,
They'll be very accommodating for you. They will definitely. You tell them, hey, I got a pacemaker, or I have some type of medical condition. I cannot go through the X-ray machine or the metal detectors. They'll take off to the side. They'll take care of you. As long as you have that documentation, you'll be okay.
Yeah. Vanessa Turner. Sorry, I'm thinking of the patches or Dramamine, but I didn't know for sickness or COVID. So you can always bring things on board like Tylenol or Advil or those sort of things. That's fine. COVID's, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. And even for that there, you're looking at least 5 days roughly before it starts, approximately 5 days before it starts showing itself or you start showing symptoms. But again, that really comes down to yourself. I mean, if you really want, you can wear a mask if you wanted to. Disney is anywhere you go to eat for Disney on board, especially if it's going into any of the restaurants. If you go to Marceline Market, you have to use the soap dispensers and the hot water before you're actually able to go into Marceline Market to eat anything. When you're going to, even for dining, for one of the rotational dining experiences, you have to use the hand wipes to clean your hands before you go inside. So Disney does put a lot of these extra care. They do clean their ships are like spotless clean. They're always making sure that this is in place. That way they prevent a lot of this from happening from people getting sick. Is it 110% foolproof? No, it's not. It's going to happen. Someone's going to get sick. If it starts to become a reoccurring thing with everybody, certain area where there could be something bigger going on, they will then start flagging certain things to make sure. They may actually have to put extra measures in place. You may not be able to leave your stateroom.
Yep.
Right.
That happened on my second cruise. People got quarantined for a while, but they will take care of you. That's the reason why you have the travel insurance. There is an excellent medical staff on that ship, and they will take care of you 100%. They will not. They won't let you go astray. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I gotta dip out real quick. I have to take care of the little one real quick.
All good, brother.
All right. Sorry about that.
No worries. Don't be sorry.
Yep.
I can just put you in the. That works too. There we go. So, but yeah, Vanessa, I mean, if you are concerned about those sort of things, again, it's completely, I mean, there's definitely different things you can do. again, some people have the COVID shot, some people don't have the COVID shots. If you choose, you can always get a booster or another shot before you go if you're eligible for it. Or you can just let it cruise on through and just go and have a blast and not worry about it. If you do get the shot, make sure you get it done in enough advance notice beforehand. That way, then you have it in your system to start helping build up that barrier. Again, is it 110% foolproof? No, it's not. You can still get it. You just won't get as sick unless your body reacts to the shot. So, who's got more questions? We're going to be doing this again because there's more stuff. We'll be showing some more stuff as well too. But who's got some more questions? Fire away with questions. If need be, I can do this. Guess I need my mouse first to work. And Vanessa, that can happen with people, but one of the biggest things is if you do do your hand washing and that sort of thing, that's what you got to do. Make sure cleanliness and whatnot. You can only do what you can do to best help protect yourselves. However, if you're going to say for example, one of the restaurants that's around the pool deck, if someone has their hands on something, they haven't washed their hands, whatever, obviously there's always a possibility. So as long as you can do whatever you can as your due diligence, then you should be okay. Are you taking everyone to Palo Gator? Not so much. Not so much. Unless you want to set up a GoFundMe account, then sure, I will. But otherwise, yeah, no deal. Can you tell us about the theming of the bars? What do you want to know? I'll be in Haunted Mansion for sure. I gotta check it out. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Yeah, there's quite a few different themed ones that are there, but I'm gonna explore all of them as much as I can. Have a cocktail or two, see what they're all about, what they got going on, but wear a life jacket, Triton. Now you should be all good because even the pools as well too on board, they're not that deep. They have lifeguards that are there all the time. So that's never a fear either. But there's always someone there, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. So we got you covered. If you come on board, I'll make sure I take care of you. I'll make sure we have the right lifeguards in place for you. But yeah, nothing to worry about at all. Fear of water. You can even just sit on the edge and just have your feet in the water. Kind of get used to it. But again, they're not that deep. I think maybe 3 feet. So not too bad. And again, you can't dive in them. The pools are too small. You can't dive in them. You can't do cannonballs. So you're all good that way. I'm taking you where hills? I don't know nothing. Are there still safety restrictions with travel on certain islands? I think there's still a couple with some of them, I think, but that's why if you do get off the ship itself, travel in a group and or stay close to the actual port itself. Whenever you go into one, just stay in that general area. I will tell you, and I know Josh is listening in the background, but the ports, and I know Hills has been on a couple of them as well too. but they do have armed security that are there. There is military that's there. There could be police there as well too. They are there at all the ports of call. If it is one where there is a high threat level, the cruise line ain't going to go there. They're going to make sure that your safety is paramount. They're not going to risk any of the guests. They're not going to, put the crew in any harm's way. So you're all good, right? So that definitely I wouldn't worry about it all. And again, cruise line will always put the safety of everyone top notch. Trey and I was more so talking about fear of falling overboard. Trey and I wouldn't have that fear because the railings are high enough, and even when you start getting up to the higher decks, they do have the plexiglass that encloses the area too. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. So all good that way there, brother. You wouldn't have to worry. Do any DCL ships have lap swimming lanes? No, they do not. They're not quite that big. They're just like smaller round pools placed out different areas. They do have an infinity pool up on deck 12 where the adults only area is, so you can definitely enjoy that. And it's right at the back of the ship, so you get to see that fabulousness. So Gator, once you're on board, you won't worry about. That's actually a very true point. No, Sarah, if I wanted to go to Pal, I'd have to wear pants, and I have to, and you can't wear, and guy, you can't wear flip flops. So, or do they change? You can't wear short. You can't wear short. Yeah, well, no, you can't. We have to wear pants and a golf shirt, or like I know for men, you have to wear golf shirt or I think pants or a dress shirt, if I'm not mistaken, when you're going to Palo. You got to be fancy ish. Vanessa, are there any meetups beforehand to socialize and make new friends? Vanessa, I know that's definitely something that we can talk about as a big, massive group in the Facebook group, but I know with the group that I'm already going with as well, too, as part of a group cruise, that Friday night before embarking on the cruise, we're either going to be doing a big gathering of a lot of people at Pop Century and or at Disney Springs. We just haven't decided yet. We're going to see how many people might be there and just maybe take over the entire area. But that's something we'll put in the group chat as well too, to see who, or the Facebook group, to see who has thoughts, ideas. But we just figured we make kind of like a low key night the night before the cruise, especially if you're staying at our Disney resort, because they can start picking up your luggage as early as 7 a.m. So, yeah. And then typically the transportation service typically picks up, I believe, depending on resort, somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30, I think is usually the pickup time, sometimes 10. But all that information you will get. So if you're staying at a Disney resort, you'll get that information in your Disney resort stateroom. That would be the night before. That would be in there. And you always have to call down to Bell Services to let them know how much luggage you will have for them to come and get. Yeah, and yes, and Sarah, then Joe and I will probably be at one of the local water beverage establishments. Do you do pixie dusting or fish extenders? Vanessa, there actually is a fish extender group that was started, sign up that was started by Paige in the Facebook group. I will get her name for yeah. I mean, if you drop a comment in the Facebook group chat. Let me see here. That way I make sure I get you the right information. So yeah, first name is Paige, and then last name is, I think that's the same one. Yes. So if you go inside the Facebook, actually, oh yeah, I'll send you a message. I'll post it in there. But yeah, if you just pop it in there and tag page Campsie, Campsie, then she can definitely give you some more of those details because she's the one that's actually running it. So it's fabulous. Palo formal, semi-formal dress, pants. What Gator said. Hales D, you can wear shorts now. Yeah, I haven't seen that on their website. So unless they did some kind of a crazy update where you can wear shorts to Palo, but I haven't heard that yet. Have not heard that. Trying to see who else has some questions. Do I got to invite you back in, Josh? Oh, I do too.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought you'd be allowed to come back in on your own, but I guess not.
Can't. Thanks.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, sorry, I had to take care of the little one. I had to put her to bed.
All good, no worries. And I know that you have to crash soon too, so we'll probably wrap this up shortly. In that way, you can get some rest, and then we're going to be doing a lot more of these as well too, right? So
Yes, definitely. And I know you need to get up early too.
yeah, I have that mental alarm clock where I wake up before 4 a.m. So correction, dress shorts, yes. So does that mean I can wear cargo shorts? Are they still classified as dress shorts?
I say try it and find out. You never know.
Well, I don't want to get euchred with having to pay the money if I'm not allowed to, you know.
Oh, maybe we can call up the Disney Cruise Line and find out for sure. They should know.
Yeah, t-shirts, swimwear, sportswear prohibited. Fabulous. So, what is your favorite resort to stay at? We've never been. Vanessa, I stay at my favorite resort, and I'm biased. I stay at Pop Century. It's a great resort. It's a great layout. Has a lot. I love the arcade. The pop shop is absolutely fantastic. The dining on the inside is really good as well too. I always go to Pedals Bar outside in the back. But one of the nice things about Pop Century too is that it does have direct transportation to the parks. So if you're going to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, or Disney Springs, you can use the Disney buses that are out front of the resort. But if you want to go to Epcot or Hollywood Studios, at the back of the resort, there is the Skyliner that you can use to take to those parks. So very convenient. The nice thing is with Pop Century, and then same thing with Art of Animation, those buses go directly to the parks. They don't stop at other resorts, which is fantastic. Other resorts, you could have different stops where it could be 3 or 4 different resorts. So Pop Century is my number one. I always get the preferred pool view, nice and close to Classic Hall, the main building. Fantastic. So that's my opinion. But again, I'm biased because I love Pop Century. So
the Riviera Hotel has the Skyliner as well.
Yes,
but that one's a little bit more pricey.
Yeah. So when that's a great thing too. So typically when you look at like the 3 All-Stars resorts, movies, music, and sports, Pop Century, those are your value resorts. You will pay less to stay at those ones. The other resorts, you're going to start to see that increase in what you're paying per night.
Definitely.
Yeah. So if you haven't booked that yet, I mean, again, you can always drop a question in the Facebook group chat. You can send me a direct message as well too. I can help answer some questions for you. That is not a problem. You can reach out to even Josh as well too. Benefit is Josh lives in Florida, so
I live here. I can tell you.
Yeah, so that's another good one there. Beach Club right next door to Epcot Skyline Station. Also, that's true.
No, that's true. The Beach Club has it. I believe the Swan and Dolphin, they do have a boat that can take you to the Epcot as well, and Hollywood Studios. It's just sometimes it's just all depends on where you want to stay and how much you want to spend. My parents love the Animal Kingdom Lodge. They just love it 100%. But again, it's whatever you are more comfortable with.
Yeah. See, I would be that person though, that if I'm riding on one of those buses, I'm like, hey, is there a fishing? Sorry, on one of the boats, is there a fishing rod so I can do some fishing while we're? I would be that guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's definitely a lot of fun because I've seen people out there at the lagoon, the Seven Seas Lagoon, actually being able to fish on the pontoon boats. So it is something that you can do.
Sign me up. I'm ready to go.
Okay, I'll look into it for you.
Beautiful. But yeah, so if anyone has any questions at all, don't hesitate. Drop them in the Facebook group chat or write them down, or the Facebook group, and or jot them down on a piece of paper. Myself, Josh, and Kayla had to go a little bit earlier because she has a little one that wanted some mommy attention.
Yeah, she had itty bitties.
Yeah. So yeah, she's also definitely one of the other admins as well too. And I gotta say, the Facebook group is where we're 419 members in that group.
Yeah, we're going strong right there too.
And it keeps growing and growing and growing. So
I love it.
All the the better, right? So
and don't be afraid to answer any of the questions. If you know the answer right away, please, by all means, more communication between everybody. That's the best thing in the world because we might not have all the answers, but then again, somebody might have the answer. Like Kayla, she has, I believe a little one was what, 2-3 years old, and she's going to use the nursery. The nursery is a great place for the kids to be at, so mom and dad can finally relax a little bit. Maybe get that shot of tequila that you might need or something. Right. You need something.
Exactly. So Hills D says, thanks J squared for your time and knowledge.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, that is good. Now, if we have Kayla in here as well too, now what do we do with that one there? Is it J squared and a K?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm sure Hills will come up with something on that one there. Right? But yeah, so we're going to be doing more of these as well too as we get closer. But yeah, questions, pop them in there. And then we can always bring those questions towards doing a Q&A. Bass fishing is $170 and up. Gator. Yes.
He knows.
Yeah, I definitely have to do some bass fishing. So but yeah, so we'll do more. Yeah, we'll do more of these, answer some more questions. And again, if we don't know the answer, I've done it before on the live stream before. I will mute myself and I will call DCL directly. I have no problem doing that. What about ziplining over gators?
Gatorland and over here in Orlando, you can do that over here, but that's on you. If you want to do that, by all means, I'll watch you from the sideline.
And don't forget to sign the waiver.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but yeah, we'll schedule something again, and we'll make sure it's set up correctly. That's for sure. That way, then I can highlight comments as well too and put them on the screen. Oh, Triton, you mean me to do it? I do it. Whatever. Sign me up. I'll do zip lining over gators. Why not?
I'll drive you there. How about that? I'll drive you there.
A done deal. Oh, wrong park, but I can take you, Triton. A Gatorland. Oh, Gator has a Gatorland annual pass.
Nice.
Triton, come back. So, too funny.
We gotta do a side trip to Gatorland now.
Yeah, it's gonna have to happen.
Yep, definitely.
But yeah, I think it's aside from the oopsies at the start there, we had some great questions. I think so far.
A lot of great questions, and please keep them coming too. Keep us, on our toes. We like this.
That's right. And anytime you come up with a great question or something, I'm gonna do this.
Love it.
Couldn't resist. But there we go, guys. I know Josh has got to get up at the crack of whatever in the morning. So we will definitely do more of these. Also, yeah, it'd be dark outside when he's getting up in the morning to go to work. So, but oh, you want the horn too? Okay, I'll do the horn. Hills wanted me to do that, so that's for her.
Oh
So
yeah, definitely.
So I guess I have to do this one too. And I guess that means I gotta toss this one in.
I know the treasure has all the horn sounds, so hopefully they shoot them all off.
And I'm curious to see which ones they're gonna have next as well too to be added on.
Yeah, they gotta be. They gotta be cool.
That's right. So Gator, no problem. So Gator says thanks, Josh and Jordan. Hills D says thanks, Josh. Lovely meeting you.
Great meeting you guys too. Always love it.
So I'm not the best on YouTube, Hills. I'm far from it, but I do my best.
Yeah, Jordan, you're awesome. You know, doing all this. I love it.
I have my moments, just don't tell anybody.
I didn't say a word.
Okay, good. But so because we're live on mine right now, so the moderators are in there as well too. So thanks guys for that. Thanks everyone for coming in. The questions. Josh, thanks for taking time out of your night as well too, especially with your little one and having to get up bright and early in the morning. We'll plan some more of these and rock and roll from there.
And definitely thank you too, Jordan. That was awesome.
No problem. And as everyone, so everyone calls me JDA because my channel is Jordan's Disney Adventures. So that's what I get called all the time by everybody. So I always have a saying at the end of it, because I always like to go 11 o'clock at night, deck 11 on the Lido deck. I always say see ya Lido as my adios amigos. Amanda Wallace, hello, welcome in. Gator says I can keep a secret, but there is an upcharge. I think it's supposed to be an upcharge. Oh boy. So yeah, until the next time, everyone, we'll see you, Lido, and talk to you real soon.
Take it easy.
Night, everybody. Adios.
Hey.